I honestly think when you're treated badly quite a few times and you have people choose other people over you, you start to believe that you're not enough. Like, you start to really believe it. And it's just hard to push past that and see past that because that's all people are ever telling you. You know what I mean?
So, this young female, in my opinion, just made the worst mistake of her life. How did she do that? She did that and continues to do it by Chad chasing, right? So make no mistake, if you listen to her little rant there, she's talking about how, oh, if you're with somebody who doesn't treat you good enough, he doesn't value you, doesn't appreciate you. Who does that, guys? You think she's dating some beta male in her friend zone? You think she's dating simps? No, she's dating Chads. She's dating bad boys. Okay? Because only a bad boy, only a Chad is going to have that type of effect on a chick like this, right? On a chick who is attractive, right? Because she is. She's pretty attractive for the most part. I wouldn't call her a dime piece or a 9 or anything like that, but she's a cute girl, definitely above a 7 in looks, if not a 7. She's not ugly, right? She's not ugly, and here she is, even though she has, and you know this, she has just dozens upon dozens of guys. If she gets on a dating app, especially if she's on a dating app, she'll have hundreds, if not thousands of guys messaging her wanting to just empty out their bank accounts and hand her all of their money. No, 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 no. I want this guy. This guy doesn't pay me any attention. This guy who doesn't value me. This guy who puts other women over me. This guy who never makes me feel special. This guy who always makes me feel like dirt. This guy who makes me never, just never feel good about myself. I want him. I want him. Why? Because he's unattainable. Why? Because other women want him. Why? Because he could get hotter women than me. All right? This is the power, okay? This is the power of competition for females, right? You guys think guys are competitive? No, women are the most competitive creatures on the planet. They love, at least when it comes to each other, at least when it comes to love, when it comes to finding a suitable male partner, they will just step all over each other. They will do each other dirty. Do you ever see girls walking out on the street and they give each other dirty looks if the girl is dressed hotter than she is, or dressed sluttier than she is? They'll give each other dirty looks. They'll talk shit behind each other's backs, and even if they're best friends, they'll talk about each other behind another friend's back, and they'll oh, I know Jenny's my best friend, but oh, Jenny's such a slut. Look at her. Look at the way she does her makeup. It's like a whore, they're just constantly just trying to pull the rug out from underneath each other. And what's behind all that is trying to cut each other down to prevent the other girl from getting a higher value male than she already has, right? They're always out to get the highest value male. You can even look at the statistics on these dating apps, right? It's 90% of the females on these dating apps are trying to get the top 10% of guys on these dating apps. So the top 10% of these guys on these dating apps basically have a salad bar full of these 90% of women who are messaging them, who want them. Why? Because they're 6'4", 225 pounds, ex-professional athlete, ex-Olympic swimmer, multi-millionaire business entrepreneur, and they're living life, and they're good looking, and they got the six-pack abs, and they're over 6 feet tall. So they've got everything working in their favor, right? So they've got this this assortment of women of all ages, right? Especially the younger ones. 90% of women on these dating apps trying to get those top 10% of guys. Those top 10% of guys just have their pick of the litter. So why on earth would they settle for one of these very average looking cute girls, right? As this chick is. She's pretty, just a cute girl, but you can find many cute girls like her out there. That's why I'm saying she's not a dime or anything like that. just good looking, cute girl, attractive. Probably wouldn't kick her out of bed. And that's about it, right? But the Chad, I mean, just based on the online statistics, and I don't do any online game, but based on the online statistics, he has 90% of the women out there fawning all over him, wanting to be with him. So why should you be number one? What do you bring to the table, right? And you have to become aware at some point that like 90% of these women just want you because you're a Chad. They don't love you because you're Chad. They want you because you're a Chad. Does that make sense? You know, they don't fall, you know, as I've always said on this channel, women don't fall in love with you per se. They fall in love with the idea of you, the perception of you, what other people think of you, right? The social status you hold in society. That's what they fall in love with, right? They don't really fall in love with you, right? They fall in love with the marketing of you. They don't fall in love with the product of you. They fall in love with the marketing around you. So Chad, most of these Chads are aware of that. Like, this chick doesn't want me because of my esoteric soul, or because I'm passionate about playing guitar, or, I want to be an award-winning Pulitzer Prize writer one day or whatever. No, she just wants me because I'm tall, I'm handsome, I've got, a square jawline, and, I'm making lots of money. That's why she wants me. So these guys are not stupid. They're aware of that, and many of them just take advantage of it, right? They take advantage of it because for guys, we're very visual, we're very physical creatures, and, you have these women throwing themselves at you. They take advantage of it, and they don't settle, right? They don't settle. Whereas most guys, the 90% of guys out there, or 90% plus of guys out in society who are not Chads, who are not over 6 feet tall, who don't have seven figures in their bank account, who aren't packing 7 inches in the pants, or aren't fulfilling the requirements of a Chad. Just basic average guys who are doing well in life. Just they don't look like the Chad. Those guys are all over these chicks, right? These are the guys who are more on these girls' levels, right? A lot of these girls, as this girl is, I guarantee she does not want to date a guy whose looks are as equal to hers. No, many of these women want to shop outside of their price range. Okay, they want to come to the Lamborghini dealership with only enough money to buy a Toyota Corolla, right? They want to walk out with an Aventador when they only have enough money for a Camry. Okay? They always want to shop outside of their price range. They always want to buy things that they can't afford. So that is why you see a lot of these girls who might be a 7 in looks never go for a guy who's also a 7 in looks. No, he's got to be a 9 or a 10. Right? Even these 49ers, right? You see a lot of these 49ers on these dating apps, just because they have so many simps chasing them, they've deluded themselves in believing they're deserving of the 10 guy. And it's like, before dating apps, I've always said this, women were just way more realistic, right? Way more realistic. I had a number of guy friends back in the day who were not like pickup artists like me, who were actively trying to get better and better. Their game was just kind of like good enough, right? Good enough game. Sure, they were kind of simping a lot, did a lot of things that were beta, even socially awkward, said a lot of dumb things in the set, but they had good enough game. And good enough game back in the day was just working up the courage to walk up to a girl and say hi and asking her for a number. Many times she would give you her home phone number. Then you'd call her at home. You'd get into like a 3-hour conversation with her over the phone, believe it or not. And then you'd go to dinner, make plans to go to dinner. After that dinner, you'd make out. And usually within a few more dates, she would become your girlfriend. It was that easy. And a lot of my guy friends who were just average back then were able to get women who were on their level, if not even a point above their level, if not 2 points above their level, right? If they were a 7, or if they were a 6 in looks, they could have got a girl who was an 8, right? Now, many of my friends were able to do that with piss poor game. Piss poor game. I had a friend who was a chubby chaser, right? My buddy, I don't want to say his name, but it's this black dude that I used to game with. He was a chubby chaser, but the girls that he would chubby chase after always had like beautiful faces. I didn't even know where he found these girls, but I was like, man, I wouldn't even kick that girl out of bed. I don't like fat chicks, but I was like, she's pretty beautiful, like her face at least, right? Just put her on the treadmill. I always joke with him, I just put her on the treadmill, right? She'll be fine. Like cut back on her carbs and sugar, she'll be fine. She'll be super fine after that. And but he was chubby chaser. He was able to get those type of girls. My average PUA friends, who weren't even PUAs, those guys were able to get girlfriends that were, better looking than them, just like a point or two better looking than them, if not at their same level. Whereas today, they would not be able to accomplish that, right? No way. Today, no way. Because these girls, thanks to dating apps, thanks to social media, have just millions of simps all around the world pumping up their egos, inflating their perceptions of themselves, their perceived sexual marketplace value, just inflating that to no end, to the point where the girl thinks she's a dime. And it's like, girl, you are 300 pounds, you're 4'11", and you eat nachos like disturbingly, like in a disgusting pig-like fashion that is gross. No, you don't deserve a 10. But you got all these simps on these dating apps pumping up their ego, and a lot of times these girls don't even post their actual unfiltered photo showing either a full body shot or a shot that's not like entirely of their face. And even then they use tons of filters. I'm so tired of these girls and their filters. It's disgustingly insane, right? I mean, if you're really that hot, you wouldn't need filters, but it just goes to show that most women out there are just full of crap, right? It's like they're constantly lying to you in any way they can. But either way, this chick, not to get too far off topic, she is Chad chasing. She is a classic Chad chaser who is trying to shop outside of her price range. And when you do that, you will get hurt, right? You will get hurt as a woman when you shop outside your price range, because these guys know that they could get other women, and other women younger than you, hotter than you. Why would they choose you, right? And unfortunately, because most women are pretty narcissistic to some degree, they narcissistically believe that they are special. Okay, and they deserve this. I deserve him. I deserve him. Why? Why do you deserve him? What have you done to work on yourself? What do you bring to the table? What do you have to offer? Oh, why does that matter? I'm a woman. Just respect me because I have a vagina. No. Okay, that doesn't work in the real world. And this is why you see a lot of these Chad chasers doing these TikTok rants or any rant on their social media, crying over this guy, crying over the bad boy, just losing it emotionally. What's behind that? What's behind that is the fact that she can't lock him down. And, and Chad chasing is just a losing game, right? Especially if you're 7 looks, 8 looks. It's a losing game. Losing game, ladies. Stop it, right? Stop it. I mean, if you're not a dime piece yourself, don't bother, okay? That's the reality. If you're not at least a bona fide 9 or a bona fide 10 dime piece, don't Chad chase, because you're going to get hurt. You're going to cry. You're going to do these TikTok vids that are going to make you look ridiculous. You're going to be riding the carousel all throughout your 20s. You're going to miss out on some really great guys. You will, right? You will. These chicks will miss out on so many great guys they could have had because they're so obsessed with chasing Chad. I keep hearing on the mainstream news, like, the biggest threat to humanity is white supremacy and all this. It's like, no. The biggest threat to humanity is just Chad chasers, right? Because it ruins relationships. It ruins relationships. It keeps women on the carousel and it keeps men single. And overall, it keeps families from being created. Because these chicks are chasing a fantasy, a unicorn that they can't have. Right? Sure, he'll bang you every once in a while. He'll give you attention when he's bored. But outside of that, he doesn't need to put in any more effort than that, because he has 90% of the women out there chasing him. Most guys do not have 90% of women chasing them, right? Most guys just don't have that. Most guys who are just even good looking, not a little above average looking, just good looking, might have a handful of women chasing them in their lives, right? And average looking men barely have that. They might have like 1 or 2 women who might give them a look every once in a blue moon. Right? So they don't have the options that the Chad has. So For these girls, all they have to do is just stop shopping outside of their price range, just be a little more realistic. If you're a 7 in looks, just accept a guy who's a 7 in looks, maybe an 8 in looks, right? Maybe a point above you. Okay? If you're a 6 in looks and you're a female, get a guy who's a 7. You might be, that's realistic. Maybe an 8, but, don't push it beyond that, right? Try to stay within your price limit. That way you'll protect yourself from being hurt all the time, crying all the time, being on this crazy roller coaster, and then waking up one day and you're now, some middle-aged old cat lady watching The View and complaining about how men are all pigs. That's how all that happens. But as always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of her little rant here, as well as my own. Share any ideas, anything I missed down below in the comments. I love to read them. I love to see them. And obviously, when you share with the tribe, other guys get to learn as well. That's Cash snoring in the background, by the way. Stop asking me. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to smash that like button right now. Do it now. More importantly, guys, make sure that you hit that notification bell as well so that you're notified whenever I upload a brand new coaching video to my YouTube channel, but also whenever I go live. A lot of you guys have been like, hey, Em, I don't know when you go live. And then I found out the next day you were live and I missed the whole thing. This is why you gotta make sure you hit that notification bell as well for the 33 Secrets so you are notified whenever I do a live stream. And I tend to do these live streams just on the fly whenever I feel like it. Okay, those tend to be the best ones. And on those live streams, you can ask me questions. And I answer a lot of guys' questions for free. So you want to make sure you hit that notification bell as well. That way you're notified whenever I do a live stream and whenever I upload a brand new coaching video here to my channel. Okay, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And for all of you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world are constantly and consistently cold approaching and cold closing every single day, every single week, and every single month all over the world. I kid you not. That is how powerful this skill is. Learning pickup, learning game. This is a skill that you can use not only to bring 8s, 9s, and 10s, beautiful women, very attractive women into your life, but it's a skill that you can use in every other aspect of your life. Whether you want to get into better shape, you can game yourself. Whether you want to get a better job, a better career, you could use these skills as well. I was able to get 6-figure corporate jobs with Fortune 100 companies. I beat out hundreds of candidates to get these jobs, all thanks to my pickup and game skills. I was able to build a very successful business using my pickup and game skills, doing what I love. And now here I am acquiring other businesses, negotiating with other entrepreneurs for their businesses and their e-commerce sites and websites, cash flowing sites, using my pickup and game skills. It's like a billion-dollar skill at this point. It's that powerful. Okay, so you can not only use it to gain the lifestyle that you want, beautiful cars, beautiful houses, beautiful women, but you could use it to just take yourself to another level. Okay, that's how powerful this stuff is. So right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in 7 Months of Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's really easy to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. And like I said, it's the best way to support me in what I'm doing here. So if you want to support me, that's the best way to do it. Jump into 7 Months of Mastery. It's only $1. Click the link below. Take you over to my website and you can get signed up right now. It takes 2 seconds. So do that now and I will see you in my next coaching video. Signing out with the DeLorean. So many of you guys are like, hey, why are you always traveling? Shoot at home, shoot at home. So here I am shooting at home, but I'm about to travel in about a week, so I'll be gone for a month. So trying to shoot as many as at home as possible, so you guys stop asking me this question. Like, shoot more at home. Why are you always traveling? That's what you do when you live the life. You travel, you live it like a rock star.